Okay. Hi, Trisha. Thanks for joining me. And Linda. See if I can get on here. There we go. Hi, you guys. Thanks for dropping in tonight. We're going to be doing a cherry, swag. And I checked the swag I got at the Bayou Boys. And this is a small one because I'm trying to see if I can make something a little bit smaller because my wreaths are gigunga. Usually. And I usually use a evergreen base. And I mean, my wreaths usually go anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds. So Debbie's trying to see if she can go smaller. And I know that this, when I tried to measure it out before, I'm assuming this swag, it's a white one. I'm assuming it is 26 inches. There's no measurement on this. But I do have the item number, and I'll have that in my supply list. But if anybody would like it tonight, I can give it to you. And they do have some, but they only have the 30, I think the 36 inch, either 32 or 36 inch, and it's like $13.99. And that's pretty big boy. But that's what we're going to be doing this on. We are going to be, I have my cherries here, my big cherries, which I sell in my shop. I am out of them right now, but I have an order in for them if anybody's interested. They'll be in like next week. But these are the main attraction there. And we're going to make a bow. And I had to measure this out to make sure I had enough of this polka dot ribbon because I only had a little bit left. Evidently I bought black and not the red, which I swear I bought it, but I can't find it. So we are going to, on my base, I put 3 different types of knots. I use the jute. And I have the numbers off of this too, of the jute. One of them is from Sims. This one I might have gotten from Craft Outlet, or I might have gotten it from the Bayou Boys. But I know it's not from Sims because this is the Sims sticker, and this is like a normal sticker. And this is mesh that I got from Joann's last year. It came like in, I love this mesh. It came in pink and green, and I want to say yellow. I didn't get the yellow, but I did get quite a few of the green when they marked it on sale, and I got some of the pink because it's really sturdy, and I do like a very sturdy wreath and a very sturdy swag. I like to have a nice base, and I used I think 8 of each on this, and I cut them like around 20 inches, maybe a little bit less, somewhere around there. But this is the mesh we use. I have item numbers. Now, what I want to do is I want to do my bow first, and I only have this limited amount of the polka dot, so I got to make sure. And you know, I'm just really kind of angry tonight because this is Ferris silk, and I have a cut mark here on this, which doesn't make me happy. And then I opened up this, which is Ferris silk too, and I had to cut off a huge piece that the green was away from it. So then I like went down, found some more pieces, and I had to glue some more on. So hopefully this is not going to be cockeyed all the way through. Hopefully it'll be good. So I'm going to get started because God knows it's been a while since I made a wreath. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I just want to measure. I'm going to measure right here to see. I want this to be, I want to have a nice drag on it. Now I want to make sure that I've got that, because I'm going to be putting my bow around here, and then I'm going to loopy-doop this down. I think I got a little bit too much there. Maybe here, because I'm going to be doing like 7 inches on my my tail. It's going to be about 32 inches, and my loops are 16. I had to like, this is like making a ribbon fit. Hi Deb. We're making a cherry swag, and I have to more or less fit my ribbon because I only have so much, and thank God this is going to go in the crease where they got a cut there. And I don't even remember who I got it from. I usually do hand bows, only because I use just a few ribbons. And I always usually have a 4-inch ribbon. So let's make sure this is going to be, yeah, that looks good. And I just want to make sure I got enough. My whole thing is having enough to drape. I'm going to put this over here, I'm going to drape it there, and I want this to stick out over there. So that's good. Okay. So now let's hope that I don't have any more green unattached. And we're just going to lay this right on top of here, measure it with that, and I just scrunch it up in there. And what I do with my fingers is I just scrunch it together. You can get really technical. I don't know. My fingers wouldn't let me just, you know, accordion it all the way through. See, here's another piece that's come undone. Damn it. I bet this whole roll is like that. Well, guess I'm not going to be able to use this. Now I'm really angry. Well, we're not going to be able to use that because it's coming apart again down here. So I imagine it's all the way through the roll. So we are going to use this, because I don't want to have 2 polka dots on top. You should see the hunk I cut off of it. So I'm just going to scrunch that in there and twist it. Now I'm going to come down on this part of it. The only reason I didn't want to use this is because it's not as firm as the rest of this, and it usually, when you put it on top, it kind of becomes kind of floppy when you're using this. So with this one, we're going to go down to 14. So then this will be 7 inches. And I'm just going to, I crunch it in the middle, and I'm just holding it with these 2 fingers right here. And then twist it again. And bring it up. And you know, you can kind of set your bow the way you want it. And when you're, you know, measuring, you don't really have to measure down. Just kind of look at, you want to bring it down a few, I'm bringing it down a few inches because this top part I made quite, you know, I got like a 16-inch loop, so that's like an 8-inch loop. 7 inches is quite, you know, large, especially if you're using a, you know, you do the same thing if you're using a bow maker. See, so it's like, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it off with the same distance, because I'm not sure if I'm going to loop a whole bunch or just maybe the top one with it. Okay, so now what do I want to use? So let's see. Because I want this on top. So that was my whole train of thought. I don't know, I guess I could use this stripe or I do have a black, but I really wanted to bring some green in, and that was really the only green I had. God, does that anger me? Anger me, anger me. So, what do I want to do? I do have some green. Just one moment. I have a little bit of green and red trim on it. I can see it from here. Didn't want a lot of green, just wanted like a little hint of green. But this will do. Hey Cece. As I said, I'm making a cherry swag with my big cherries. These cherries are, I think, they're like 4x4 each one. 4x4 inches, so they're a nice size. I'm going to use 2 of them in it. And I'm going to twist this. And so I'm probably going to bring this one down. See, I went all the way to 14, so we'll go with 12. Because I don't, this is a lot floppier. So I might make it, bringing it even more. So let's see what I got here. I'm going down to 11. Because this is not as stiff. And it's just a little floppier. That's the one reason I didn't want to use it. And I didn't really think about what I was going to make until just recently. Then I just scrunch it in. I'm going to hold it. And I know I'm not going to. Well, we're going to cut this off to about right here. And then we're going to put the pretty stuff on top. And that one, I think I will run all the way down. I don't want to run too many hanging down because they just it gets all cluttered up. This one, I'm going to go probably 10. Let me see. Yep, 10 inches. Twisting it, bringing it down right on top. And as you can see, each loop comes in a little bit closer. Then scrunch it in, and then we're going to twist it. So how are you guys doing tonight? We had a 50-degree day today. It's quite exciting. I think it got almost up to 60. But, you know, we had like a huge snowstorm over the weekend. So do I want to bring, I think I might just curl this one, so we'll bring it up. And, oh shoot, I don't really want to do that. Well, it's already done. So I just bring it around to the back and make sure that I have I like the ties when I'm making bows. Seems like it keeps it all together. And then I want a longer one. I don't bring one out. So we'll get one. Yes, I thought I'd make something springy. I haven't made a wreath or a swag or anything like that. It's been quite a while. I want longer. Guess I'm gonna have to use that one. I'm also going to put this in because I don't know if this is going to be long enough just in case it's not. So, you guys are not talkative today? You had rain, I know. We're supposed to get some more gunk, I think. Where are you from? Where are you at? You're the one, are you in Indiana? No. Are you in Arizona, Linda? I know that it's peppering down some really nasty stuff lately. Yeah, we had, I don't know how many inches of snow, and it was like today, yesterday, and today, it just started melting all away. I didn't think I was going to have enough. I'm going to dovetail this. And I don't know where I bought that at, but that really pisses me off. I'm telling you. There's nothing worse than paying a lot of money for a ribbon, and then it has all these little extra flaws in them. I'm just going to pull this out. I want this to come this way, so I'm going to pull it that way. Pull this one that way. Yeah, this green is not very sturdy. I like sturdy things. Hey, Jessica. You love the cherries? I do too. They're so cool. I had a lady, the only reason I ran out of cherries is because I had a lady that just bought 6 sets. She said she needed 12 cherries. I'm like, okie dokie. Okay, let's see if I can get this in there. And I just twist this in the back. And I want this to come down. I want it to sit up here. Yeah. So I'm going to use the tie instead of this. And I'm just going to take one of these ties in here. I'm probably going to cut some of these off because there's some long ones, and I really don't want them to be really long showing. I'm just twisting it down on the bottom. And I'm going to take it and bring it down to the base. cut this one down a little bit. And this one. Yeah, I'm going to take about, it's probably about 10 inches from here, and I'm going to just pleat that in. And I'm going to take one of these ties here and just tie it in. And all the deer in my front yard, there's like, I think there's like 12 of them. And they're out there munching. See what goodies I have. What am I doing? And then we're just going to cut that off and dovetail. So now I'm going to take my, I'm going to put a set of cherries over here, and I'm going to put a set of cherries over there. And we will bring this into I don't know if I want to do that or not. Lift this one longer, but I didn't. So I'm just going to adjust this a little bit so that it's not such a humpy bumpy here. We're going to trim some of this off too. And we're going to attach the set on this side. And I'm going to just, I want to bring it in like that. I'm going to take this and just tie it down into the frame. See, this is really limp. I don't like limp. That's why I wanted to go with the burlap. Now we're going to put the other set in down here. Looky see. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to move this other stuff over here. I did attach, I made like a little, which I might use in there with using the butterflies that I had, and I just glued them. These have a magnetic base to them, and this has the wire in it, so it kind of sticks, and then I just glued them to these. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them, but this was an easy little pick to make. Hey, we are going to be using some of these. I think these are crab apples, whatever. These are from GM Designs, and I do have the, they're called berry spray. We're going to use these for our little cherries in there. And the SKU number on this is 62945RD, and I'll have that in my supply list. And I do have some little blossoms here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those. Then I got some more cut up blossoms here, and this was a pick that was from Hobby Lobby. Cherry blossoms that we're going to put in there. And I have some cherries here. They're already cut up. But first we're going to go around, and this is we're going to put some greens in there. And I like this one because it's not a pusher, but this is another one that's from GM Designs. It's a greenery, and it's 81577. Aren't they some big cherries? Yeah. Hard to break those ones, huh? Hello, Miss Dawn. I am going to cut this up. I might, because it doesn't push, so I might, down below I'm going to use the long in there. Oh, that's a good one. Throughout, I'm going to put the greens in first, and then we'll put the cherries and the flowers in as we go. But this is a very, very nice green filler because it's got a lot of different stuff on it. And I like it because it's variegated. And I wanted to use the lighter green in this. Not the dark. So we'll just cut this up. A lot of these picks I have are from Jam Design and Supplies. But I do know that the swag, the white swag I got from the White Bayou Boys. And this one is smaller. The one they have is like a 36-inch. We use a couple of longer ones in through the base, down below, and then I'll probably start cutting them up. I'm just going to run it in. Because it's got, there's like a little ferny thing, there's like some berry type things in it. It's got quite a bit of stuff in here. You like big cherries and you cannot lie? Yeah. And I'm not sure what all is in here. It doesn't really name what this greenery is. But so if I'm going to take something, I'm going to take it apart, cut it in half. I just kind of take it up, look at it where I think a cut would go, you know, so it's full. Because now we want to just start filling in throughout the whole thing. And I'm just going around the base, putting this in. And I bought one of those new tilter things, you know. And guess what? It doesn't have a It's really a good one too. It's sturdy, it's not plastic, but it doesn't have, this one, the one I picked, and I didn't even realize it, is for phones. And they don't have an attachment. Well, they haven't gotten back to me, so I'm sending it back. I can't wait for them. Doesn't have an attachment for the base that's on the Mevo, and you screw it on, and when you're screwing it, this one, the screw base is a larger screw, and the screw base on the one that they have is this little small thing, so it won't fit. Which didn't make me happy, but I mean, I really like the way this one is made. But it's not gonna fit. Now I'm just sticking it through there. And this one I think I'm gonna cut it again. So this even is giving you almost 3 cuts. So I'm using 2 of these. Yeah, you need to give me the number of yours. The one I got, I love it, but it doesn't, I contact them and ask them if they have an attachment I can put on the top of it, because the screw that they have, they give you a attachment for a phone. And this one is made really well. It's heavy. It isn't plastic. It was a little bit more money, but I didn't care, you know, but they haven't contacted me, so it's a real booger not having that. To really zoom in on things. Hi, Brenda. Some of these in half. And then, I mean, everything is just going poopy. I bought this, first time I ever used this, and when I opened it up, I had cut off a huge piece where the trim, and then I glued some down here, and I thought I'd be able to use it because I just wanted like a hint of green in my bow, but evidently it must be all the way through this damn thing, and I'd never cut, probably not, right? I don't know, I'll probably have to cut a piece out of it and go through it. But almost all of it, Verasilk, right? Verasilk. Verasilk. Then the other one, the polka dot stuff, I had where they pieced it together at the end. Debbie's not a happy camper. A towel. All right, let's just get some of this in there. I'm just sticking this in between the base of it and oh, I got a lot of strings on this baby. I'm just taking it and I'm like bending it a little bit so it kind of bends when it comes out. Because I want a lot of this in there. Because then we're going to put our flowers and our berries, or whatever they're called. All right, now what I'm going to do is count how many I have, because I know I'm limited on these cherries. Or, no, they're not cherries. They're berries, berry sprays. And I want to make sure I have enough to go around on each side. Yeah, you guys cooking for Easter? I am not. But I do have to make some things. I don't know if they think because I'm old now I can't cook anymore. But they normally don't ask me very much. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one's kind of covered. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my God, I got even numbers. Even numbers, I love them. So I think I'm going to start with my flowers first and put them through. And I know that I think I got 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I got 12. And when I have a limited amount, I usually always count because I do not want to end up making something and then, you know, having it where I got a lot on one side and not on the other. I like for everything to be even, Steven. So, we're gonna get 8 over on this side. I'm just doing what I was doing before, sticking it in. 2, 3, 4. I don't really count. I'm just trying to be, coming to friend's house Saturday, has Easter egg hunt. Well, that's nice. My daughter-in-law used to do that for like 50 kids. Just you and the hubby. Well, my son has the holidays now. Let's move these out. And I go there. And I am making baked beans, and I am making, oh, I'm gonna bring one of those bundt cakes. I'm gonna get one of those, what's it called? Raspberry white chocolate or something. They are just delicious. I'm gonna cut this. This is, I know I have another one of these. I need another piece on this side. It's over there. I just noticed. Need a piece right here. You know, I don't have this up too high, but this is some stringy ass shit. Maybe it's because I haven't used it in so long. Probably setting up. I'm gonna stick one in here. And I think I have another one of these too. Anyways, it's just what I found, what I had at hand. So if I need more of the white ones, I can take it, I can put some of the pink ones in there. And I'm just sticking around there throughout it, trying to make it even. And if they aren't, I'll stick some more in. Yeah, this stuff is really, I think I need to empty it and put some new glue in. I don't know how long it's been sitting in there. I don't, does glue go bad? You guys know? Does glue go bad? Yes, I am. I'm getting that white chocolate raspberry one. That's what I got for Gary's birthday, and it was so good. I wanted to eat the whole thing. I need one right here. Oh, okay. Right there. I'm thinking I should cut this one down. It looks like it's like loopy. Okay, so now we're gonna put some little berry booze in there. Like we got new berries coming out. Oh my God. I do have a hole right here. Let's stick some there. Ooh-la. I'm trying to see if I can make something small. But I don't think that's going to happen. Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why everything is always big, big. See if I can stick this down in there. Better yet, let's just take this here, stick it there. Then I will take this, dip it, give it a little dippy-do. So I got some little flowers there. And then I have some pink flowers I'm going to put throughout it too. This is like using rubber, liquid rubber. Okay. Oh my God, 300 people? Oof. Do you guys all cook for that? That many people? Does everybody help? Oh my God. Okay, we got 2 more of these. This one up here has got a little bit of a branch on it. I can get it to glue. Gluey do. Catch on something. There we go. There's one more. It does look pretty. Cheery. I don't like this green ribbon, so I'm probably going to end up taking this off and see if I can sacrifice try and find throughout that whole roll of that ribbon, see if there's any piece in there I can get just a piece of it off. God, does that anger me. Angers me. You pay all this money for this ribbon and then it comes apart. I think I'm going to put a few of these in there. Like this, these are pushers, and it's got like little pink on there. Just push them down to the end, just to fill in some spots that are, and it will brighten it up a little bit. And this is from Hobby Lobbies. The Hob the Lob. Definitely some back. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's Fair Silk. And I used it because it only had a little bit of green. And I cut off a big piece, and then I've got this. And I thought I could use it. I glued some down here, but it's coming off down here too. I just opened it. I don't have no idea which one I bought it from. I'm not one of them's favorite person anyways. They messed up on one of my orders and they sent it to Wisconsin, and then they sent the Wisconsin to me, and that was when I was away, you know. She sent it to me like I said, well, I won't be home until Monday, and then I'll send it. And Monday, came home, first thing I did is I sent it. I did not get my order. Instead of just going and redoing the order and having each one of us just send it back to her, no, she didn't do that. She had us, each person do it. Well, that woman didn't realize that she had to mail it to me, or that she got a, she sent us a shipping thing. I didn't get it for like a month. And I wasn't very happy. I got it when I got my second one. I was just like, man, what is wrong with these people? Yeah, so I'm sure if I bought it from her, she'd be thinking I was after her. Because I was not nice. She told me that was the easiest way to do it. I said, well, I don't know. I ship a lot of stuff, and if I made a mistake by shipping it to the wrong person, I definitely, if I had the product, I'd be shipping it to the other one and just having her ship it back to me just in case there was a mix-up. Yeah, the woman didn't know that she had the, I guess she emailed her the shipping thing. Yeah, I'm sure she would think I was being mean to her because I was not nice. I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit of it through just to break it up. Because I like this one. I like it because it comes in pink, white, and yellow, I think, from Hobby Lobby. And it pushes most of the time. Debbie's not having a good night. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I thought possibly my internet would go out too. Although Gary had a Zoom meeting and he couldn't get on the Zoom meeting. I said, are you sure you were doing it right? You don't want to talk about it? Thank you, Teresa. This one here is a little long. Pull that baby out. This is the one that doesn't want to push. I'm glad I can still make things. Because I think this is like the second wreath I probably have made all year. Which is, I need to get some stuff into my shop. And I don't have a whole lot of wreaths and stuff. Because I've been making, I do make a lot of attachments and things like that. I have this other thing, and I got to find out if I can show you guys, because I learned it from a class, another class I take. But it's just something really simple, and it's really cute. So I'm going to find out if I can show this to you. Because, I mean, she did it like a couple years ago, but I came across what she used by a fluke. Because they don't have it at the store she bought it anymore. And I don't know if I'd be stepping on anybody's toes. And I surely don't want to do that. Yes, my attachments, that's what I sell the most of. That's my biggest thing. And they sell. And they sell at the craziest times, you know, like you think that fall and stuff is not in, but let me just tell you, right out, you know, I've been selling pumpkins and everything in my store. And you wouldn't think that, but yep, they do. I mean, I sell wreaths and stuff like that too, but majority of my stuff is my attachments. I'm glad you guys like this. Don't just tell me it's pretty when it's not. If it's not. Yeah, I think that little bit of pink just breaks it up. And that's usually what I use these type of things for, because they're small. Or I use them like if I'm doing say a arrangement. I'll use this, like I call it ground cover. Because I hate moss. Because it's just messy. I'm messy enough, as you can see. I'm a messy girl. But I do clean up once in a while, and I'm feeling so much better. I've been really sick, and I went to the doctor's today because I've been having all this trouble with my shoulder and my head and having these pains in my neck and everything. And I figured that they were probably going to do a brain scan and everything when I came home, and Gary's like, well, okay, so now what are they doing? Because I've been down almost the whole month of March. And I said, they're going to do a brain scan. And he's like, I knew there was something wrong with that brain of yours. I said, well, thank you so much. I said, they're not saying there's something wrong with it. They're just making sure that that's not what's causing it. What's causing it is my shoulder. And because I drove from Florida home and I read and all that, I really agitated everything. But I was having a lot of neck pain, which I normally don't get. with a migraine. Okay, you guys, come on. I'll be going and having that done. I said, it's just a CT scan. It's really not a big deal. The only thing bad is they put me on steroids again. Steroids make me, steroids are like Debi speed. And I have a hard, and that's one of the things I've been sleeping very much, and I have a hard enough time sleeping. Now I'm back on steroids again. I'm thinking, oh my God, no. I got two of these for this, but then I use them for other things. So, they're not selling. I have gone through and looked at some of them. Well, you know what? I mean, I go through sometimes because sometimes I have to find things that I have, and then I end up having to I run out of something, and so I have to take things apart and all that. And I will tell you that, you know, except for the mesh because you probably use a lot of the just the plain bases. And they happen to, the mesh doesn't stay as well like if you were putting them on an evergreen base. They seem to stay much better. I would just take everything off there that's good except for the mesh. And, you know, reuse it, redo it. I do that a lot. Especially if I have something and I know it's in a Wreath or something like that. I go down and I cannibalize things, is what I call it. I'm down there taking everything apart. Okay, I think I got it just about everywhere. Just a little bit of paint just to, but I'll probably take the bow apart. I didn't really want to use this or this in there because it's too flimsy. See if I can't use some of that ribbon. So here we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will have this up probably not tomorrow. I probably won't. I don't know. She usually does her stuff on Mondays, and probably needs a little bit more pink other places, but I'll go through it. So I gotta go. My daughter-in-law's having surgery tomorrow, so I'll be gone all day with her at U of M, and probably won't get everything put up until Tuesday. But I will have a list of everything I've used on it. And the cherries will be back in my shop first. They said I would get them on the 4th of April. Because that lady, I'd love to know what she's going to use all those for. Because she had to have a specific amount. So, I want to thank everyone for taking the time with me tonight. And I will see you in April. See what fun things I can have planned. I like to do like an attachment and then a design, preferably with it in it. I just haven't been feeling good, but hopefully by then they'll have me all fixed up. Good night, everybody. Thank you.